Leighton Vander Esch is telling everybody that he is back to playing weak side linebacker. Micah Parsons is telling everybody that he has been playing middle linebacker. And as I'm trying to tell people, yes, Keanu Neal is on this team. Jaylon Smith is on this team. Yeah. Leighton Vander Esch, Micah Parsons. Majority of the game, you play two linebackers. And it's your weak side linebacker and your middle linebacker. That's who plays. Leighton is the weak side linebacker. Micah is practicing at middle linebacker. So what are you seeing from that group? And is it a safe assumption that Jaylon Smith, when all is said and done, won't be a starter?
Yeah, it's funny because I was on some of our shows. I've been talking. I felt like that they were moving on from Leighton Vander Esch, and I've had people on the way home call me and say, "Hey, Bross, I heard you say this, or I saw this tweet."
Chill out, stupid head.
Yeah, and I appreciate. By the way, thanks to the Cowboy PR staff for letting me come out there, and we have a great partnership with them.
Anybody in particular want to thank Scott or Joe or Rich?
Scott Jagolnik. Okay. I mean, all my guys out there. Yeah,
okay,
Rich,
all right.
They're all good guys. But, yeah, so to me, though, watching these linebackers play, I'm kind of feeling like, though, that they're going to move on now from Jaylon.
Now, when you say that, are you talking about taking calls now, or are you talking about in terms of being on the field all the time?
Being on the field all the time. I think that it's funny the way that they're playing him. You would think that it's not so much about and this was the second practice that I've had a chance to watch, where the first time it was primarily Leighton Vander Esch and Jaylon Smith on the field, and then with our
Parsons,
with Parsons being more of a substitute type of a player. But this time yesterday, when they went into drills, he was on the field with Vander Esch and also with Smith at times. So it's like they were substituting all three of them with each other, and then they were also involving Keanu Neal as that will linebacker. So
you think we'll see? I mean, I guess on most teams I picture it as those are the starters. They're going to play the most. Obviously, there's different scenarios. I feel like it's 3rd and 12. Yeah. I feel like Keanu Neal's going to play linebacker because you're out there to cover.
I wonder, like with Keanu Neal, he was actually playing as some stand-up linebacker. They'd have two down linemen and then like defensive ends, but they were standing up.
Oh, we're getting freaky.
Yeah.
We're getting a little freaky out there.
Yeah, exactly. So they're playing the two down linemen hands down, and everybody else is standing up. So you're like going, okay, well, he was on the edge. He was on the right edge rushing for Randy Gregory.
Are we about to watch Tank Lawrence play standing up again?
I don't think so much him.
Okay, because I don't want to see that.
I don't think so. No, but it is interesting to see how with the two down linemen and everybody standing up. But I don't where we'll really learn about this, I believe, is when they really we get to Oxnard. And
because whoever's practicing is who's going to play.
Yeah, I think right now they're just saying, okay, where can we line up Parsons here? Oh, let's see him here. Let's see him with a combination here. And when you get into the pads and stuff and the 9-on-7 and things like that, you'll get a better idea of really where he's going to be. It sounds like I'm kind of dancing around your question, and I'm really not. The combinations, and it's not like they get out there for 3 plays and then the next group comes in.
Right.
They're switching personnel every single snap.
Well, and it depends. Like, I don't want to go because I think a lot of audience doesn't want to go drill way down deep here, but I think at different times, like when I hear that Micah Parsons is lining up and rushing the passer off the edge, I imagine, you can tell me if I'm wrong here, but my guess is the way that would look is when you have like 3 down linemen, you have 2 regular linebackers, you'll have like a strong side linebacker over here, and then you'll have him, which in a Dan Quinn scheme would typically be called Leo, which will be your 4th linebacker, but he's rushing the passer off the edge.
That's exactly what it is.
Okay.
That's exactly what it is, because then the linebackers would be, in this case, it would be Keanu Neal, Vander Esch, and Jaylon Smith.
And Smith could be the strong side linebacker, and Parsons is coming off the opposite edge that Jaylon's on.
Yeah. Exactly.
Okay, so that's one way that you could mix it up and see all those guys a little bit.
But what's funny too is they're actually, we had an interception yesterday. Micah Parsons had an interception in the practice again. But it was an interception. It was off DiNucci, and it was
count.
But we were saying it was 4th and 15. DiNucci was trying to fit one in there, and he just didn't quite get it there. But that's where I think that, to me, I was thinking that all along it's going to be as a rusher first, and then we'll figure out the pass drop second and stuff like that. But they're trying him at different spots. Like you said, that Leo, they're trying him at the Mike. A lot of different things going on right now.
And I think, to me, that's the thing about when you pick a linebacker really, really high. Look, you pick the best players you can find. And to some extent, you don't worry about that. But you look around the league and you're like, hey, who are all the best linebackers? And they're not necessarily the first-round guys.
No.
Because the first-round linebackers out of college are the dudes that you see that are Micah Parsons. They're missiles. They're giants, but they can run fast, and they're tackling people for loss and all that. But as you develop in the NFL, the best, most valuable linebackers, I feel like you really have to have one of two things. Either you can rush the passer, which I think Parsons can.
Yes.
Or you can cover. And like being a good run-stopping, forward-running linebacker, that does not equal great linebacker.
No.
So like Micah Parsons has all the physical tools.
Right.
I just wonder, what is it that he's going to be? Can he develop into a really good coverage guy? Or is he going to add value with, like, holy cow, Micah Parsons had 6 or 8 sacks this year?
Yeah, I think that what Micah Parsons was probably going to be able to do is he will give you the pass rush, and then he'll surprise you with, oh wait, he carried that running back. Oh wait, they tried to drag a tight end underneath. Oh, he knocked the ball down. And we'll start to see more. Oh wait, he had an interception in practice? Oh, well, that's good.
That'll work.
Yeah. So I think that's what, we've talked about, you and I doing the draft, talked about that Jabril Cox is the much better cover guy.
Right.
And I'm interested to see how they use him. And it might not be.
And he's a bad run player.
He's a bad run player.
But a lot of those are what turns into the best linebackers in the league.
Exactly.
Because you feel like a coach can be like, hey, I can teach you gap assignment.
Yeah.
I can put you in the right spot to tackle a running back.
Right. We'll figure it out with him. But to me, I've been encouraged. There's been a couple of different times in these practices I've been able to watch where Parsons has done some drop work and then he knocks a ball down or he gets an interception. So I think the thing with him is he always talks about having to learn the position. He talks about, well, I used to be this. I was a defensive end. I was, he's always talking about everything is new to him. I
saw quotes from him from yesterday where he said, like, look, I feel like I've got the basics.
Right.
And I'm trying to add to it each day.
Exactly.
Because he even said, he's like, this defense there's a lot more calls and checks than at Penn State.
Yeah. At
Penn State, he really kind of was what he said when we had him on the phone, when we were like, hey, describe your game. And he was like, see ball, hit ball, like the water boy. Like, there's a lot you got to learn now.
That's what happens when you have great players. You just let them go be great.
Yeah.
You don't mess with them you don't clutter their mind with a lot of stuff.
And then you get to the NFL where everyone's a 5-star.
Exactly.
And it's time to clutter your mind a little bit.
Yeah, we're going to clutter your mind now.